Welcome back to the Sound for More channel. Today I have the pleasure to introduce you to Wurly from AudioThing. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Additionally, if you would like to participate in the giveaway, please do check the instruction contained in the video description. Thank you again. All right, so here we are with a new plugin, a really nice plugin from AudioThing. This time it's not an effect, it's an instrument. It's a plugin emulation of the famous Wurlitzer electric piano from the 60s and 70s. So it's a faithful capturing of the tone and dynamic feel of the original instrument, which includes also the 200 and 200A model, which you can see here as a selection. So it provides quite a lot of controls in terms of shaping the electric elements, including pickup emulation, envelope settings, and also the tremolo. You see the pickup here settings, the envelope settings here. Right, but then you can also customize the mechanical side of things, the noises, the clank, the pedal, and you can see the tremolo here with some master controls. So that is really good. So there's a lot of work which has gone in terms of precisely modeling the geometry of the pickup and the rate. It uses physical modeling techniques to capture that electric section in terms of true behavior and sound. As I mentioned, it captures also hammer, key, pedal noises, clank section, which is really good. And for that, it uses a combination of both physical models and samples as well. So for that added depth and realism of the emulation. And as you can see here, you have also sampled speakers on each model, so you can have that blend sound with the speaker sound. It's available in different formats: Mac, PC, iOS, Linux, VST, VST3, audio unit, AAX, etc. 64 bits only. It works AUv3, as you can see here. We are inside AUM, but of course you can also use it as a standalone application. Now I have connected an external MIDI controller, an Akai Professional. Sounds really nice. As I mentioned, you hear noise, which is not the noise from my external controller. You have a mechanical noise emulation as well. In terms of DSP usage, you can see up here 2%. And let me press a lot of keys to see how it behaves. As you can see, it's really good in terms of actually CPU utilization. In terms of parameters that are available, you can see here bypass, preset loads, Wurly type, the speaker type, the speaker mix, tuning, pickup height, distance. You can see all the different controls that you have on the interface are also represented as AU parameters. That means that you can use a modulator, an external modulator, to actually change those parameters, for example, as you're playing. So let's go through a little bit of the controls first of all, because they're really straightforward, so that should not take a lot of time. And then we listened a little bit to the different presets. So familiar interface from AudioThing. Nice label here, really nice. Attention to details on the bottom left here. Up here you have the selection of presets, normal, factoring, users, up and down with the different arrows. You can save, delete, randomize. You can look at the parameters here if you want to do so as you move in presets. Here you have access to the menu. Interesting, the first one is the keyboard range original, which allows you to actually go back to that 64 keys range, which was the original keyboard range. So if you want to do so you know where the parameter is. And then the usual parameter for locking and unlocking the parameters, copy and paste presets to and from the clipboard. zoom and scroll, enable graphic controls. You can adjust the brightness and contrast. Of course, you can access the online menu and the about. So we are quite used to those controls. In terms of controls on the main interface, as I said, model, so 200 and 200A model modulation, which is great. Then you have the speakers here. So off, mono, stereo as well, which is great. You can detune and detune as well. Double click, of course, to reset it. You can detune it as well, which is great. In terms of pickup here, you can see you can adjust the height here, which is the vertical position of the pickup relative to the reed. Okay, so adjusting that alter the harmonic content of the sound. Okay, so you can change the richness of the tone. You can hear the content is changing. You can adjust also the distance, so that is the horizontal spacing between the pickup and the reed. And again, in that way, you alter the sensitivity and intensity of the sound. You can hear that. Then you can adjust how the pickup response changes based on the keys you press, and then ultimately you have adjust of the length for the pickup relative to the length for the reed, which is effectively changing the dynamic response of the instrument. That's what it does. Okay, so that is awfully straightforward. Then you have an envelope. You can adjust the decay, pretty straightforward. Here you can adjust the release. Or you have a random option here, which is the amount of random decay applied, which is mimicking those old piano, which is great. And then you can adjust the velocity curve, again, in terms of how it reacts to velocity. You have master control volume and tone here, and then you have the tremolo amount of speed. Okay, perfect. Then up here you have the mechanical section. So you have hammer, so that controls the hammer noise when you press a key. Then key up controls the noise when a key is released. You can make it really noisy or not like so. So it really depends on your taste. Clank, you can adjust the amount of clank part of the instrument, which is the acoustic noise produced when the hammer strikes the reed. In a Wurlitzer piano that is powered off. That is how I measured. You can adjust how it responds to key track and also the velocity curve. And ultimately, you have adjustment for the pedal as well. So the first one is stomp, so controls the amount of stomp noise when the sustain pedal is pressed. I don't have one connected at the moment, but that is what it will do. Then harp, which is the amount or harp sympathetic response when the sustain pedal is pressed. And then you can set how the amount of harp sympathetic response respond to the keys which are pressed. So pretty straightforward. And now let's listen to some of the sound. Okay, really nice. Try not to always play a famous song because the YouTube algorithm, of course, will give a strike. So I try my best not to. Great. So let's change to something else. Let's try this butter. You can hear the tremolo with a bit of speed. Really great sound. Realism. It's really easy actually to go into famous songs from particularly the 80s and 90s for myself in terms of using the instrument and playing it. So purposely letting play there indicate to hear what it sounds like. So it sounds amazing. Now, of course, if you want to do something more spectacular, perhaps add something else like Stellar Vox as an effect, why not? And then listen a little bit to the way that it sounds like. So let's try it like so. Sounds amazing with a bit of an effect, right? Perfect. Really nice. So that gives you an idea, right, what it sounds like with a bit of an effect. Great. Sounds really great. And I'm not pressing a lot of notes, really, so, but it sounds gorgeous. I'm sure it will be a great addition to your music production. Oh, this one is quite nice. You have a little bit more feels. Sounds amazing. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of time to record more demonstration on Wurly. I hope you enjoyed this short demonstration and tutorial, and as always, see you next time. Thank you.